What's going on, guys? Laxo here, and today we are going to be taking a look here at Koga. We did some pretty extensive testing. We did some teams. We did a full kit breakdown. We did a full review and everything of Koga. And this is the best I can come up with, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll just do the outro now. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, same thing as usual. If you want to play the game, check the description. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.
Not quite as many shards as I thought I would have. I thought I would... That's fine. Doesn't matter. Get this up. Alright. I can probably do some more pulls and just get this up to... Get this up here somewhere, maybe. Anyways. Alright, let's go ahead and get him to red 5. Grab all the goodies. After this, we're going to do some Season Pass. We're going to talk about Season Pass for a bit here, so... Let's do this. Alright. Alright, let's adjust my volume a little bit here so I could be a little bit louder and the game could be a little bit softer. There you go. I wonder if this is in English. Nice. Okay, I can cover his skills in English. That's good. As far as War Souls go, I mean, we could talk a little bit about War Souls and stuff. I already have everything to purple. Well, I'm sorry. I have all of his bonds to gold, so I don't really need to do any more of his bonds. Essentially, we're just going to use him for his bonds for now. But he is 14 stars, so we can use him as an actual playable character for a bit until all of our other characters surpass him. 260k is pretty good for him. As far as War Souls go, if you did want to use Koga, the War Souls you would probably want to use is... Honestly, he's one of the few characters that we can use this on. For every 1% decrease in his own HP, increase his crit chance and crit damage. This is a pretty good War Soul that I like to use on him. If you don't want to use him as a damage dealer and just want to use him as a straight tank, you could use the Sushi. This one is fine, but I think the best War Soul as far as just keeping him alive is probably just armor. Do I have an extra armor liner on? I don't. I'll just use this one. Alright. Go ahead and toss this War Soul on him. As far as character War Souls, he doesn't necessarily need any character War Souls. Don't really worry about that. If you want to toss on, like, a tanky War Soul, it's fine. He does fine in, he does okay in Kenpachi contests. 1v1, he does okay. In 6v6, the only thing he's really used for is a Soul Haul. But let's go ahead and take a look at his skills here. I don't really want to use too much gold. Still relatively cheap. Okay, there you go. Alright, I only spent like 3 mil on this, so that's not bad. Before we look at his... Let's go ahead and look at his stats here. So he has damage reduction rate of 80.77%. That's pretty good. It's because we have the armor War Soul on. Crit resist chance is 58, which is pretty good. Block rate 66, very good. Once again, we have the armor War Soul on. Crit rate 42.35. That's a little low, but it's expected. Crit strength 9%. Effect accuracy, 23%. Doesn't matter. He doesn't really have anything we need effect accuracy on. The big thing we're looking at here is 80% damage reduction and 40... We'll just say 46% damage rate. So 81 and 46. Let's go ahead and take a look at his skills here real quick. Mastery skill. He does have a decent mastery skill. I will give him this. Deals damage to a single enemy, drains 8% of the target's max HP, capped at 160% of his own attack. So, drain 8% of the target's max HP. So I think what that does is it gives him 8% of the HP. Because this is worded very, very weird. I might have to just pull up the old school version of character review. Anyways, let's continue going here. Let's see here. His rage attack deals damage to the enemy row. So one column. Because it doesn't attack a row. This attacks a column. So this is wrong. It attacks a column, not a row. Deals 10 damage to the character's max HP as damage. Cap at 200% of your attack. The lower your HP, the higher the damage. For every 10% reduction in max HP, damage increased by 10% at a maximum of 100% increased damage. Any missing HP percentage below 10% is calculated as 10%. After rage attack, restore 50% of the skill's damage. That is very weird. That is very, very weird wording. What it's saying is for every 10% in HP loss, he gets extra damage. And then he does 50% of all the damage dealt with his rage attack, he gets back as HP. So that's why I was saying we could use the other Warsaw that increases his crit damage and crit chance, because the lower his HP, the higher his crit damage, the higher his crit chance, and the higher his damage rate, and then he gets all that back as HP. So it makes him very glassy, but at the same time, he well, let's read this real quick. His damage reduction rate is increased by 18%. When his HP is below 80%. Rage recovery increases when HP is below 60%. So when he's below 60%, he gets an extra 14% rage recovery rate. Additionally, gains immunity to control impairing effects when HP is below 40%. So when he's below 40%, he cannot be CC'd. He gets damage reduction rate, and he gets a faster rage recovery rate when he is below 40% HP. And then, of course, when he's below 40% HP, he gets an extra 60% damage rate, and he gets an extra 50% of all his damage done as HP back. And then the Warsaw that we put on him, it wasn't sushi, it was what's the other one? Yeah, we get extra crit chance and extra crit damage. So as far as him as a character, he's not a good tank because he can't soak that much damage, and he's not a good damage dealer because he only gets damage when he's really, really low on HP. I think what could have made him good is if he had a cheat death passive. If he also had a cheat death passive, that would make him pretty good, because then he can get one rage attack off. After he cheats death, he could just do a bunch of damage and get his HP back. So it was just a dropped ball, unfortunately. He's like Vasolorde, but Vasolorde is much better at everything. Much, much better at everything. All right, let's take a look at team comps that we could use him in. Let's see here. Let's go back to this. All right, if we were going to use him in team comps, he does have a soul hall. So we can use him as a soul hall leader. But typically I like to run... Funny enough is I do like to run Vassalorde with on his team. And any other column attacker I would like to run on his team. I mean, we could run Dongai as well. That would be interesting. But then we would need to put Nell in there. Oh, where's Nell? There she is. And now we need one of these guys. So we could put... Let's see. Just aren't very many useful units. And with a team like this, you just can't get very much damage or anything off, really, so... The best bet would be something like Renji, just get some CC. And then you'd want to use his Soul Hall. I mean, you could put away Vasta Lorde, so we don't have to use his, but he does work well with him, so you'd want to use him. I mean, we could use her. We could use him. We could use her, since there is no real heal on this team. But you don't want to use Sodeno. That's a no-no. And you don't want to use Baragon. That's a no-no. So probably like one of these 3 or 4 units right here are probably the best ones to use. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not Okura. The reason why we'd use Aizen is because we get extra damage reduction. That is the reason we would use him. So, I mean, this is a team comp we could use with him, but once again, unfortunately, Koga's just not very good. And he doesn't do very much. And this team isn't even that great. Like, all it does is attack a column. So, yeah. Back to what I was saying prior. He's just not very good. Not very good. Yeah. Alright. We could test him real quick. Let's test him real quick, okay, fellas? Let's test him. Let's put on the... There you go. So now when his HP gets low, he'll gain a little bit back. And then we can... Let's do a... What time is it? Okay, we still have like 4 hours before the day rolls over, so that's good. Koga, we need to get his... I don't really want to spend too much on him, to be honest, though. There you go. That'll work. 4 million, it's not too bad. Alright. Oh, what do they have him? They have half tank. Half DPS, half tank lifesteal. Attack, rage steal, lifesteal. Extremely strong early. I love reading some of these things. Halibel, travel, Warsoul. That gives damage. Heal. I mean, that could work, but the problem is other characters work better with it. So you wouldn't want to put that Warsoul on him. You'd want to use it on a different character. Yeah. Tell you what, screw it. The things I'll do for the YouTube peeps. Could use this. because he does do decent damage with his mastery skill. I mean, yeah, for funsies, I guess I could try, but I'm not going to change the War Soul type. Because it should be... There it is. Because it's attack, so... Alright, I'll try it. Just for you, buddy, I'll try it. Arena... Attack formation... Koga... Let's put Koga in... wherever this slot. Let's just drop everybody. Because we want Koga to take damage. So if we do that, let's put some revives on this team. We want him to take damage, but we don't want him to die. Let's go like this. Let's go like that. Let's go ahead and snag Vasta Lorde, like I said. I need one of these guys. Where are you at? No. I need one of these guys too. There you go. Alright, that'll work. Why is this under Bleach Brave Souls? I don't know why this is under Bleach Brave Souls. Maybe because... I don't know. You know what? It's probably because Bleach Immortal Soul is not an available game. And to be honest, I didn't put that as... I didn't put it under Bleach Brave Souls. YouTube just automatically, like, looks at the game, and then it takes the most, like, relevant game, and it puts in what game it thinks you're playing. So, I didn't put that. YouTube did it. I know you probably don't believe me, but it's just what YouTube does. YouTube does some weird things. Anyways, let's get back to this. This is fine. A little bit extra damage reduction. I think this is fine. Oh, by the way, what's up, Askin? How's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Same with Yami. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Let's go ahead and test this really, really retarded, janky team. See if we can get something working. I don't know who we could test this team on without getting one shot. It's going to be very, very... You know what? This will probably work, actually. Let's try this. Right now I'm just trying to test the new unit Koga. Let's slow this down just a hair. Alright. So Koga needs to take more damage. Is this guy not running a Soul Hall? Is that the reason why his team's just getting one shot right now? Okay, so 3 mil damage is kind of respectable. Oh, I have the wrong Soul Hall on? Shoot, you're right. Yeah, that's probably the reason why I'm doing so much damage. Alright, let's fix this real quick, one sec. Probably the reason why I'm doing so much damage. There you go. I think Ichigo might do too much damage. We might need to swap him out to a more... Let's see. Don't need Nell in there. I'm gonna put in... Let's put in him instead. And then let's put in... Let's put in Ninny. There you go. Let's test this. I don't think it's going to work very well, but it's worth a shot. This is a very awful team. Put Renji in the back. You know what? I could... Let's see. I could put Renji in the back now. There you go. There, I'm not putting him in the back, but I'm going to leave him right there. I think this is fine. Alright, let's give it a shot. Although I do need to put him in the front. I do want to put him in the front, though. Just so he can get attacked more. Alright, now let's give it a shot. Somebody that can actually defend themselves. That won't one-shot my team. Oh, he's gonna one-shot my team for sure. Actually, did he change his team? He did change his team. Look at that. Interesting. He went tanky. That's cool. He'll one-shot my team. I really wish he would change his team, man. Alright, let's give this a shot. I know he has a lot of damage out there, but I think I can survive it. Let's see. Oh boy. Does he not have a soul hole? No, I don't think he has a soul hole. No, he doesn't. Actually, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Okay. $1.9 mil? Okay. This ain't gonna work. Okay. Let's try... Doom's gonna one-shot this team for sure. Alright, let's give it a shot. I think I'll be okay, actually. I think this is fine. Because he won't be able to one-shot my Koga, because I have revives, so this will be okay, I think. Nice. Okay, just don't kill Koga, please. Gosh darn it. Alright, let's try it again. I think this is fine. I just want to see Koga use one rage attack at really low HP. Koga's frozen. Everyone attacked Koga. Okay, can I get Koga to unfreeze? Can I get him to unfreeze, please? Nope. Did not get him to unfreeze. Okay. And now he's... So... He is under 40% HP. He should... Okay, there you go. I was going to say, he's under 40% HP. He should be able to... That makes better sense. I don't know why he's getting CC'd. Matter of fact, why was he frozen? He was under 40% HP. Why was he frozen, though? He was under 40% HP. That's weird. Getting any outforce season Unohana? Yeah, I can do that. That's fine. I just want some more crit. I want him to have some more crit, but I want him to use this War Soul. So let's give it a shot. Alright, this should work. It doesn't matter if they get frozen, because Unohana will unfreeze everybody. I should survive this just fine. Okay. He's going to rage. Alright, this is the most damage we're ever going to see him do right here, essentially, so... Let's slow this down a little bit here. Alright, so he's still below 30% HP, so this is 70% increased damage. Still no crit. 600k. I don't know what to say, man. He was at 30% HP. Alright, let's speed this up. Yeah. I mean, he was at 30% HP. Let's do the math here. Alright, let's pull this up. Clear. Alright, so it should be 0.63. 0.63 times 75. So 0.63 times 75. He had 47% crit chance. $42.35. He had 89% crit chance and couldn't crit a damage dealer. Like, you can't get any more... You can't get any better than that. Like, I don't know what it's... Alright, I have an idea. Okay, I have an idea. Where are you at? Alright. Now he'll have an extra 18% crit chance. Just 18? Yeah, just 18. Alright, so he'll bet 107% crit chance, okay? If he doesn't crit with 107% crit chance, I don't know what we can do with him. 107%. Here we go. Alright, he's back to less than 25% HP. Oh, never mind. Now he's much higher than that. Still no crits. He was at about 45% HP. +28 plus 20, or plus 8, I'll just say plus 20. 48 plus the base of 48. He was at 96% crit chance, dudes. 96% crit chance. You only see oh my gosh, what happened here? I'm sorry, I don't know why it randomly swapped screens like that. That's really weird. I don't know why my... Should be on LD player. There you go. Alright. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was all about. I hope it wasn't for very long, because that sucks. Let me... Oh, it's because I pulled the calculator. That's the reason why. Yeah, okay. Alright, he's dead. Alright, last time. Oh boy. Alright, he's at like no HP. Okay, he died. Jeez. It's impossible to get this stupid thing to work, man. Cone is better. I mean, at this rate. Alright, you should survive this. Alright, he survives. Please crit. Yes! 3 million damage, and it gave him like 20% health back. Man. I mean, that was a pretty good shot right there. Let's rewind that just a hair. I want to see how much damage it just did to him. Alright, that was 3 million damage it did to him with the rage attack, and then how much did it do with the mastery skill? Oh yeah, not very much. I did like 400k with the mastery skill, if that. Yeah. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. No, he's super dead? Yeah. Alright, well. Alright. Well, now we know. He's not very good. Let's toss on... It only took him like 120% crit chance to actually get a crit off. That's absolutely trash. Alright. If I give him some damage reduction. You know, what is his... Block strength is 11. So if I put on this War Soul... I would need him to have over 50%. So 36. I need to get 14% block strength on him to make him usable. What do you think? Is it worth getting him to 21 star and then wasting 3 hones on block strength just to make him usable? Jeez, dude. He just isn't good. Alright, let's try Ichigo. Matter of fact, let's do this. Just to make this even. Alright, now we're going to try Ichigo out, okay? So he did 3 million damage. Fully buffed at an extra, like, 50% crit damage. 4.1 million damage, dude. Like, you can't make this up. He's just that bad. Oh my goodness, he's just so bad, dude. I don't know what to do. Even Zangetsu does almost more damage than him. Alright. Ah, no, I missed it. It was 3.8 something. I apologize. That was my bad. I was trying to slow it down, and I only covered it up. That's crazy, man. Yeah. How do you get so many stones, dude? Here. Gotta go to the Halloween event. Right here, bro. Just like that. I would get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I'd get like 1,700 stones right here just by this. That right there. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I think he's just bad. Like, he's just so bad. He doesn't do anything. Doesn't have any damage. Can't be any tanky. He's lost, like... Yeah. He's even worse in this game than he is in the base Bleach Mortal Souls game. Like, it's just so bad. I don't know what to tell you guys. Not good. He is not good. It hurts. He is not good. Wow. Just so bad. Now I gotta put all my War Souls back in place. Alright, I think we're all good.